Hello, Stampers. Deb Valder here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I'm going to show you how to do this cute, adorable little chickadee that is made with our scallop tag topper punch, and it holds candy. And it's just a cute little thing you can do for Easter. It's very fast, very fun, very easy. Alright, so what I started with was a 2" by 7 1/4" piece of cardstock. And it's just in Daffodil Delight, because that's my chickadee color. And the first thing that I did was I needed to score it. So I scored it at 3 inches from each end. So I took my trimmer and I scored it at the 3" mark here. And then I turned it and I scored it again at the 3" mark. So what I did was I just rotated it 180 degrees, and that gives me this little piece in the middle so that the chickadee gets to stand up. The next thing that I did was I ran it through my Big Shot, and I used our new scallop embossing folder, and I did that so that the little guy could have some little feathers, and it matched her wings, okay? And so I ran that through the Big Shot, and then the next thing that I need to do is to just use my scallop tag topper punch, and I've been on a craze with this punch. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and I'm going to slide it in. Now it's a 2" piece, so it slides in very easy. And I'm just going to take and I'm going to punch, and then I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to turn and I'm going to punch. And what that does now, it gives me his little head. You see how his little head is right up here? Okay. So now what we need to do is to decorate it. And to decorate it, what I did was I used my owl punch to do the eyes. So here is the owl punch, and I did the white parts were the bigger pieces, and then the black parts were the littler pieces. And I just took my mini glue dots and I glued them on. I glued them together first. So here they are. I punched them out, I glued them together, and now I need to glue them onto my piece right here. So I'm just taking my mini glue dots, and I'm going to put one right here, and my mini glue dots, and I'm going to put one right here, and those are her eyes. And now what I need to do is I need to make the beak and the feet, and the punch that I used for that was the Boho Blossoms punch, and that's this one right here. Excuse me. And I used this piece right here. I used this piece and I punched out 3 of them, 2 for the feet and 1 for the beak, and then I did it again in green, in Old Olive right here, and this is her little Easter. This right here is just her little Easter corsage. So I made a flower and I put 2 little leaves behind it out of this same punch. So I'm going to take these 3 punches right here, and I'm going to add her feet to it. So I'm just going to take one of my mini glue dots, put it on one of the points for both of these, and then I'm just going to add them to the bottom of the little chickadee. Alright, so there's that. And now what we need to do is to make her beak. And her beak is done with this same one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep these 2 points and I'm going to cut off the 2 side ones. So what I did was I just kind of arced it around on both sides, just like that, going point to point here, and then you just take and you fold it right in half. This is very tiny. For those of you that love punch art, this is so much fun. So now I have her little beak. I'm going to take one of my mini glue dots, stick it on there, and then just put it in between where the 2 eyes are. So now there's her beak. You can add a little tuft of our twill tape here, or not twill tape, but our baker's twine, and that's what I made the little corsage out of. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to use the 1 1/4" scallop punch to make her wings. So I just punched out from the 1 1/4" scallop punch. I just punched out one of these little guys, and I cut it in half with my trimmer, and I ended up with these 2 pieces right here. And then her little wings, again, I'm going to use my mini glue dots to put them on, one one side and one on the other side. Okay, just like, whoops, I put it on the wrong side. Let's see, let's take it off and put it on the right side. Here we go. Okay, so now we're going to take and we're going to put her wings on, and she's almost done. The only thing that we have left is her little tuft of hair, and the way I did that was I took my baker's twine, I just wrapped it around 2 of my fingers. If you have bigger fingers, you can just use 1, but I just wrapped it around my fingers and then tied it a second piece right here. And then all I'm going to do is take my craft scissors and trim this off. Just trim these up like this. And we have, I always take and push it to the center and then just trim so that we have nice even hair. Okay, she just went to the barber's, got a haircut, and there's our little tuft of hair. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an extra piece of my baker's twine, and this is what's going to be our closure. So I'm going to take our baker's twine, and now if you have older people at your holiday table, you can use our new baker's twine that has the silver in it, and you have someone who has gray hair. You think that's funny, but I'm telling you, they'll love it. They'll absolutely love it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay this down here like this. I'm going to add my little tuft of hair, and I'm going to tie this so that it stays right in there. Actually, let's do this first. Let's tie this together first. All right, so then I'm not struggling with the twine. And now we can run it through here, and here we go. Okay. That was the hardest part of this whole project. And then we're just going to take, if you don't want hair, you don't have to do this part of it, but I just think it's absolutely adorable. And we're just going to take and we're going to put that together. We're going to tie it in a knot. We're going to trim that off so it's even with these little guys right here. And we will just give them a little trim. And now what we're going to do is just fluff it. And you have, see, now this can be the guy because he's got shorter hair, and this can be the girl because she's got longer hair. Oh, we can even add a bow for her. So if I took and I did one of my, if I take and I do one of my super mini bows with my fork, okay, do a mini fork bow and just add it to her. Now we have his and hers. And then for the inside, for right here, I just took a little nugget and wrapped some designer series paper, or you could take a little egg and just stick it. I think the egg would be even cuter. Just stick it on the inside. I would put a mini glue dot. I always use mini glue dots. And just stick it to the inside, and there you go. It sticks. It stays. See it right inside there? And that is our little Easter chickadee for your holiday table or to decorate your house with. I hope you enjoyed my post. Have a great day and take care.